Ngegunya engilinikiwe ngingumphathiswa wale nyuvesi yaseThekwini yezobuchwepheshe. Ngiyimelele umama uNonkululeko Nyembezi esimbiza phecelezi Chancellor. Ngiyawubumba ke lo mbuthano wale nyuvesi onhloso yawo ukwethweswa kweziqu ezimazingazinga. By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor, and on behalf of our Chancellor, Madame Nonkululeko Nyembezi, I constitute this congregation of Durban University of Technology for the purpose of conferring degrees and awarding diplomas and certificates. You may take your seats.
Sanibonani, Molweni Dumelang, good morning. Welcome to the 2023 Autumn Graduation Ceremony in the Faculty of Management Sciences. My name is Alan Khan. I'm the Senior Director of Corporate Affairs at DUT, and it's my privilege, my pleasure, and my honor to act as your Program Director at this morning's ceremony. I'd like to formally acknowledge in absentia our esteemed Chancellor, Madam Nonkululeko Nyembezi, the Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Thandwa Mthembu, Chairperson of Council and members of DUT Council, the President of Convocation, members of Convex and our broader alumni, members of the executive and senior management team who are present, members from the Faculty of Management Sciences and my colleagues from the Administration and Support Services units at DUT, internal stakeholder leaders from the Institutional Forum, the Gender Forum, and from our unions, the President and members of the Student Representative Council, and members of our Student Parliament, all protocol observed, and a very special welcome to all of our graduands, their parents, family and friends, supporters and funders, all of you, our honored guests, those assembled in the hall this morning, and those who are watching our online stream via the DUT YouTube channel. Today, we celebrate excellence and we applaud our adaptive graduates for their academic achievement. Honored guests, the DUT Envision 2030 strategy, which was launched just over 3 years ago, is continuing to have such a meaningful impact at our university. Based on our plans, we are focusing on doing things right. As our Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Mthembu, highlighted during the recent State of the University address, for the second year in a row, Durban University of Technology was ranked in the top 5 of all South African universities, according to the Times Higher Education World University Rankings that was announced in London. DUT was also ranked as the #1 University of Technology in South Africa. So congratulations to all of our students and staff. Big round of applause for DUT. Thank you for flying our flag so high. Late last year, PMR Africa, which stands for Professional Market Research Africa, named Durban University of Technology as the #1 higher education institution in KwaZulu-Natal and presented DUT with the 2022 Leaders and Achievers Award. Honored guests, we are extremely proud of every single student and staff member at the university who lives the values and principles as enshrined in Envision 2030. You may notice on stage with us this morning, to my right and your left, we have a sign language practitioner. She is one of a group of sign language practitioners that are present for every single DUT graduation event, and this is to assist our graduands and any of our guests who may have hearing impediments. To our guests who borrowed our headphones at the entrance, you may be disappointed that you can't pick up Ukhozi FM, East Coast or Gagazi. It's not meant for your radio station, it's meant for you to receive our free language interpretation services. We are offering translation from English to isiZulu. So make sure you turn on the headsets. And importantly, please guests, if you borrowed our headsets, please return them to us after the ceremony so that other guests at the next ceremony at 2 o'clock and the one at 6 p.m., they can also benefit from our language translation services offered free of charge from our expert translators who are in the sound booth at the side of the auditorium. We also have paramedics on standby together with an ambulance with advanced life support system. Let's hope and pray we don't need any of those emergency services. But if any graduate or guest feels unwell and needs medical attention, please contact one of our ushers or member of our security team, and we will get you the urgent medical attention that you require. Ladies and gentlemen, an impressive total of 8,122 graduates would walk the graduation stage this autumn graduation season. That's 33 graduation ceremonies in 2 cities, Pietermaritzburg and Durban. And of that 8,122 graduates, 61%, a record-breaking 61% this season are women graduates, which means at DUT, girl power is alive and well. Congratulations, ladies. Keep rising. Those who will graduate today in front of this congregation will now become members of the DUT alumni. I hope that you will become active members of our alumni and that you will reach out to our team from the Advancement and Alumni Relations Office. Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow on the 31st of May, DUT will confer an honorary doctorate on Professor Salim Abdul Karim, the famous South African clinical infectious disease epidemiologist. He is globally recognized for his significant scientific contributions to the prevention and treatment of HIV. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Professor Abdul Karim often shared his expertise with us related to the coronavirus. He was the chairperson of the South African Ministerial Advisory Committee on COVID-19. But that is taking place tomorrow morning. Let's focus on this morning, and let's focus on ensuring that we have a wonderful ceremony. As you would know, at a graduation ceremony, we expect a certain level of decorum. There's respect that needs to be shown to a dignified process, because apart from each graduate enjoying the moment, we have family and friends who also want to enjoy the moment. So we humbly request to all graduates, when you're up on stage preparing to graduate, whilst you may be in an excited mood and wanting to celebrate and bring the roof down, please think about the next graduate who's here, whose family also wants to hear their name. Nobody wants to be drowned out or forgotten or left on the side. So we humbly ask that everyone who's present gets to enjoy the full experience of the graduation ceremony. Now, graduates, some of you have done this before, others it's the first time, and for the benefit of our guests, we're just going to take a minute or two to explain the process. My colleague, Ms. Bongiwe Qeliza, is going to join me, and she's going to stand in for one of our graduates who's preparing to graduate. So you would notice Bongiwe is entering the stage from your left-hand side. She was invited by one of our team members to come up on stage. Graduates, when you're invited, please bring your name card, which is your white ticket, and your sash or your hood with you. Leave your mortarboards on the seat. You will wear your mortarboards when you return after you graduate off stage. You'll then walk up the stairs, and from where I'm seated, I can see 1 or 2 pretty high heel shoes already. So especially those in high heel shoes, if you are feeling a bit extra anxious, hold on to the railing. We don't want to have any accidents. Even though we have paramedics, we don't want to call them in at this stage. You will then arrive on stage. The executive dean or the head of department will be here at the podium. You will walk up and you will hand over your name card. Now, this group, the clothes are spectacular. The shoes are tops. The makeup is hundreds. The hair is even amazing. Some of the extensions I can see you saved long and hard to put on. I mean, it's really, you guys are looking awesome. So show the congregation how good you're looking, okay? So once you hand your name card, do what Bongiwe has done and face the congregation. You will see 2 footprints on the floor, and that's to help guide you. Also, there's a photographer right in front, and you want these photographs to last a lifetime. So don't blink. Don't let any bubble gum get stuck between your teeth. If you're getting a bit emotional and you're wearing mascara, make sure it doesn't ruin it. You know. So just prepare for the photograph. Your name will then be read. Importantly, before you walk down, take back your name card. You're going to need your name card when you get to the back of the auditorium, because today you are picking up your degree or your diploma or your certificate. It's in an envelope. And this will verify that you're the right person to get that right envelope. So make sure you get it back. Your name will be read. So I'm going to give you 2 explanations, graduates, one for a degree, and we also have those who are graduating with diplomas and certificates. So let's assume Bongiwe is now getting a degree, and she's going to walk down and present herself to the Vice-Chancellor. You can see Bongiwe is not singing or dancing. She's very dignified. She's smiling. She'll present to the Vice-Chancellor. Now she's kneeling on what we call a kneeler. It's not a chair, it's not a stool, it's not a bench. Don't sit down and have a conversation with Prof. Mthembu. How was the traffic this morning? You know, are you Chiefs, Pirates, or Sundown? That's for another day. What the Vice-Chancellor is going to do is cap you with your degree. That's conferring your degree on you. You then rise and you walk down to the registrar. Dr. Nkonowane is our registrar. You hand over your sash, the hood, and you'll be hooded. Now, importantly, when you're at the Vice-Chancellor, don't look down at the floor. Look at the Vice-Chancellor. Because we also have another photographer capturing the moment you're being capped. And then where Bongiwe and the registrar is, we have our 3rd photographer. So smile, don't blink, and make sure that you're looking tops. Then you will walk off the stage. But I'm going to ask Bongi to come back very quickly, because that's the degree. Okay? So for those who are receiving diplomas and those who are receiving high certificates this morning, there's a slight variation. You will still present, your name will be read, you take back your name card, you have your sash if you are diplomandi, if your certificate, you'll come up with your robe, you'll then walk down. We'll have the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Engagement, Professor Mutang, who will then meet you, the graduate, who's about to be a graduate. She'll shake your hand and say, congratulations, well done. And you smile because there's a photograph being taken, and then you walk down to be hooded by the registrar. Okay? When you walk off stage, you walk down your right-hand side, all the way down. At the back of the hall, the faculty office team are based there. They'll verify your name is the correct name on the graduation roll, on your name card, and you'll receive a white envelope, and that will have the degree, the diploma, or certificate that you worked so hard to achieve. Everybody's okay? You know what to do? Invariably, 1 or 2 of you are so nervous and anxious you'd forget. The other day we had a guy just walk up and walk straight off. We had to get him all the way back again. So we'll try and help you as much as we can, but enjoy the experience. Thank you for being respectful and for acknowledging that every single graduate deserves to have their name heard loud and proud, and that every guest here, family, friend, and loved one, also deserves to celebrate their loved one who is graduating on stage. We humbly ask that you also stay for the entire duration of this morning's graduation ceremony. Based on the previous ceremonies, we've been averaging under 2 hours of ceremony, so if all goes well, we'll get you out of here by 11, and you'll be celebrating at lunchtime, enjoying your festivities. Talking of celebrations, you know there's an old saying, what happens in Vegas? Not anymore, right? What happens in Vegas stays on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, you name it. And I've already seen this morning, some of you pouting your lips, holding up your mobile phones, flicking your hair, taking your selfies, which is good. But just hashtag us, DUT Grad 23. We want to see and share your celebrations. There are thousands of photographs online from your fellow graduates, and I've realized this. DUT graduates work hard, play hard, and party hard too. So judging by this photograph, so enjoy the celebrations later on, hashtag DUTGrad23. We're about to commence with the formal part of this morning's graduation ceremony. And to get us underway, I'd like to welcome to the podium the Executive Dean in the Faculty of Management Sciences. Please give a warm welcome and put your hands together for Professor Fulufelo Netswera.
Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to award the diplomas and certificates and to confer degrees on the graduates from the Faculty of Management Sciences who will be presented to you and in absentia to those whose names appear on the program.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer the degrees and award diplomas and certificates.
Vice Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Management Sciences, specializing in business law, title of the dissertation reads, Electronic Contract, Challenges of Consumers in the Durban Area and the Implications of Selected Consumer Legislation from a Fairness-based perspective, supervised by Professor K. Reddy. I present to you Nikita Dwarika. For the degree of Master of Management Sciences, specializing in business law, title of dissertation reads, Food-related health challenges of children and the role of the Consumer Protection Act 68 of 2008 in regulating unhealthy food advertising. Supervised by Professor K. Reddy, I present to you Minentle Klongwane. For the degree of Master of Management Sciences, specializing in business law, dissertation entitled Consumer Rights and Challenges of the Socio-Economically Disadvantaged of the Consumer Rights and Challenges of the Socio-Economically Disadvantaged and the Implications of the Consumer Protection Act 68 of 2008, I present to you Lindeka Tentu. Vice Chancellor, I now call upon the relevant HOD to present the names of the graduates as per the program.
Vice Chancellor, I present to you the Postgraduate Diploma in Management Sciences, Business Law, Hlakaniphile Nkwanyana.
Vice Chancellor. Vice Chancellor, I present to you the postgraduate diploma in management sciences specializing in public relations and communication management. Memela Kotatso. Ntsele Ayanda. Ntanzi Nosipho. Kwabe Silindile.
Vice Chancellor, I present to you the Advanced Diploma Management Sciences in Business Law. Sibongile Bunzana. Anele Kumalo. Amanda Mchunu. Sifundo Mkhize. Sinqobile Mjali. Nonhle Ngubo. Wonga Nkunkwana. Siphokazi Zibi. Sithabile Zondi. Londiwe Zulu.
Vice Chancellor, I present to you the Advanced Diploma in Management Sciences specializing in public relations management. Busak Lizel. Dumagute Tubelihle. Fumba Ikona. Kasela Lindelwa. Ke ibophele kagiso. Langa Thobeka. Makubane Zamathole. Mahlungulu Odwa. Manganyela Tutukani. Maphumulo Nonkululeko. Mathenjwa Nkosiyenzile. Mtunge Sikhumbuzo. Mevi Mfobe. Mkhize Mbalenhle. Mkhize Mlondi. Mlambo Zanele. Mkai Nhlakanipho. Mnyandu Busani. Mpila Lindokuhle. Ndlovu Nompumelelo. Ndwandwe Siphamandla. Ngobo Mthobisi. Ngongoma Sithabile. Njanga Junior. Shinga Snethemba. Shinga Thabile. Ntshantshu Nozibele.
Vice Chancellor, I present to you a Diploma in Management Sciences, Business Law Mkhululi Cele. Cohen Chetty cum laude with Dean's Merit Award. Ashley Cumming cum laude. Kosinati Dlamini. Zilungile Dlamini. Siphephelo Dlomo. Delisile Duma. Siphesihle Fakude. Nonhle Gabai cum laude. Mthandeni Gasa. Veliswa Kochana. Ntombi yethu Gumbi. Nomthandazo Kumete. Siyanda Hlongwane. Nontando Khumalo. Luyanda Linda. Zanele Lukozi. Lungisani Matondo. Amahle Makwaza. Siphesihle Manqele. Nosipho Mpele. Sinenhlanhla Mchunu. Msawenkosi Mdlalose. Silindo Kuhle Mdlalose. Nonkululeko Mhlongo. Nozipho Mingane. Bongiwe Mukheseng. Ntombi Fikile Mshweshwe. Siyabonga Mpisane. Sandile Mpofana. Thando lwethu Miyeza. Lungani Mzila. Race Naidu. Nikita Nayak. Imbali Ndovela. Sabelo Ngema. Ntobeko Ngomane. Samgelisiwe Nqulunga. Khumbulani Ngubane. Malusi Ngubo. Nonjabulo Pokaye. Zanele Shangase. Mlondi Sibiya. Caitlin Singh. Mesuli Soto. Buhle Ntuzela. Mandisa Ziteke. Thandeka Zuma. Simukelo Pengu.
Vice Chancellor, I present to you the Diploma in Management Sciences, specializing in Public Relations and Communication Management. Bengu Sithabile. Busane Nolwazi. Cele Ezile. Kamane Ngobani. Dastile Sanel. Dick Kulumango. Digo Tobega. Dlamini Nolufefe. Dlamini Siethemba. Duma Nonkululeko. Gambushe Andile. Gambushe Lwandisiwe. Kwala Bongeka. Hlatshwayo Asanda. Hlophe Nqobile. Jojo Mandilake. Kowa Mlulamisi. Kumalo Zamani. Magazi Sisipho. Magoso Amanda. Magubane Linda. Magwaza Nonkululeko. Mahlangu Nombulelo. Majola Ayanda. Majola Tobeka. Malinga Holokile. Maphumulo Mfundo. Mayeza Malwande cum laude. Mpele Siphiwe Sihle. Mdletshe Gugulethu. Mhlongo Lindokuhle. Mkhize Cynthia. Mkhize Gcinokwakhe. Mkhize Sphamandla. Mkhize Vumile cum laude. Mnguni Nomcebo. Munsami Deborah cum laude. Msweli Minenhle. Mthembu Phiwe. Mthiane Thabani. Mjali Sizwe. Mjali Vuyiswa. Ndabankulu Siphesihle. Ndwandwe Lusanda. Ngobo Zanele. Ngubane Andiswa. Ninela Nontokozo. Pillay Shanay cum laude and Dean's Merit Award for Academic Excellence. Ratebe Sandisele. Sibia Gracious. Siziba Mcebisi. Ngobo Mamelo. Sorry.
Vice Chancellor, I present to you a higher certificate in legal aspect of business. Lusanda Zondi. Lungile Mfeka. Anele Mthembu, Phumzile Msweli, Phindile Nene, Ntombenhle Soni,
Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause, please, for all of our graduates. Congratulations. So, graduates, what a journey. Only you really know the sacrifices that you have made to arrive here today. The time, the money, the energy, the effort that you have had to invest. Do you remember the early mornings? What about the late nights? Do you remember spending hours in the library? What about the weekends? You remember Saturday night? Your friends would call you and they said, let's go party. What did you say? No. We are going to be studying on a Saturday, right? You remember the face masks? Social distancing, online lectures, online tests, online examinations. At times you may have thought, why me? Apart from all the challenges of being a student, we now have a global pandemic, but you persevered. You had strength and stamina and faith. And you were at the #1 University of Technology in South Africa. You had people in your corner. You may have felt alone at times. But as we say here in KwaZulu-Natal, umuntu, ngamuntu, ngabantu. A person is a person because of people. And some of your people are here today. Some are watching online, and others sadly could not be here. But you, as graduates and their loved ones, are in their thoughts all the time. So graduates, I'm going to ask you to firstly put your mortarboards on, because you're now all graduates. I know some of you have spent a lot of money on your hair and you're worried now. Is this going to flatten my hair? What about the hairspray? But you're a graduate and this is the graduation ceremony. Right, so now that you've got your mortarboards on, graduates, I'm going to ask you to help me, to help you, to say thank you to your family, your friends, your loved ones who are here and those who are watching online by standing up and turning to your right and face your loved ones who are here. And let's give a big round of applause and say thank you, Ngiyabonga kakhulu, for the support and for the love and the prayers. And then graduates, if you can face the stage and say thank you to your lecturers, many of whom are here, some are still on campus, and thank you to the Faculty of Management Sciences and DUT. Let's give them a round of applause. And graduates, whilst you are standing, here's your chance to get ready to throw your mortarboards in the air. Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present the graduating class of 2022. Thank you, graduates. Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you. Honored guests, in a few minutes, we will all rise and sing the national anthem, and then the Vice-Chancellor will dissolve the congregation. I'll explain and take you through the short protocol in a short while, but first, to deliver the closing remarks at this morning's graduation ceremony, once again, please welcome to the podium the Executive Dean in the Faculty of Management Sciences, Professor Netswera. Prof.
Thank you, Program Director. As we deliver the closing remarks from the Faculty of Management Sciences, we take cognizance and acknowledge the leadership of Professor Mtembu, the head of the executive. We also take into cognizance the leadership of the governance team, the Chancellor in absentia, Madam Nonkululeko Nyembezi, the Chair of Council, Mr. Wiseman Madinane, and members of Council. We also acknowledge the contributions of the families, your parents, Imindeni, Izihlobo, and everybody who contributed to the journey that you went through over the past year, the past 2-3 years, leading to where you are today. We really are humbled by the support that they have given you. We also acknowledge and congratulate the academics who have been guiding and leading you in acquiring the necessary expertise and skills, taking you through your various programs. One Marian Wright, Edelman, once indicated, and I cite directly from this quote: education is for improving the lives of others and for leaving your community and world better than you found it. That is the purpose of education, according to Marian Endelman. I believe that you have acquired the necessary skills, expertise that you will contribute to the community, be it the regional community, be it South Africa at large, and be it the continent and the globe. You will contribute positively to leave your community, your world, better than you found it. As you embark on your future journey, I would like to revoke once more or invoke the DUT values and principles, which I'm sure you were familiarized to in the past few years, and these are reflected in the DUT Vision 2030. And among them are that you, graduates, shall be transparent. You will behave with some element of transparency in your dealings into the future. You will be honest and be people of integrity. You will be accountable, and you will, of course, conduct yourself with some modicum of professionalism. We hope that those values indeed are embedded into your DNA, and you will continue to exhibit them wherever you find yourself. We also hope that, armed with the skills and expertise that you have acquired over the past years, not only will you fold your arms and sit down and wait for a prospective employer to say, come and get a job, but that you will look into the challenges that confront society generally, and you will do something about it. If you need funding, you will go out and mobilize funding from among those philanthropic organizations, government institutions, and acquire the necessary funding to make sure your ideas and ideals are executed and implemented. DUT does expect of its graduates to be innovative and entrepreneurial. We hope that you have indeed immersed yourself in that culture, and you are entrepreneurial already wherever you are in your various fields, and you will be able to enterprise with your skills and be able to create jobs rather than sit and fold arms and expect that other people will create jobs for you. Program Director, Vice Chancellor, I want to say to the graduates, as you go and celebrate tonight or tomorrow or over the weekend, please do that fairly. Do that with some element of respect for yourselves and for the colleagues around you, so that in the coming week we do not receive heartbreaking news about your demise or the demise of those around you emanating from those celebrations. Go well and go and occupy your rightful place under this earth, under this sun, rather. Thank you, Program Director.
Thank you so much, Professor Neswera. As the Executive Dean mentioned, we hope you're going to party responsibly and safely. And just remember, when you are posting and publishing online, at some point in the near future, a potential employer could be looking at those pics. So just bear that in the back of your mind. Because once it's online, it lasts forever, even though you may delete it. Thank you for respecting the dignity of our ceremony this morning. Thank you for allowing all of our graduates and all of our guests to enjoy every single name that was read. Graduates, in your programs, you will find a QR code. This is from the Center for Quality Promotion and Assurance at DUT. It's for graduate survey. When you have a few minutes, just scan the code and help us with a response to the graduate survey. Or if you would rather prefer, we'll be sending you an SMS to your mobile phone, and there's a link. You click on that, and then you can respond to the survey. We've already received hundreds, in fact thousands of responses from your fellow graduates, and these responses will greatly assist the university going forward. Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, we will be standing to sing the national anthem in a short while. Protocol for the national anthem requires all men to please remove your headgear, hats or caps. Ladies, you can keep your mortarboards and your headgear on, but gentlemen, we will have to remove our headgear. Please stand for the singing of the national anthem. If you are healthy and if you are able to, that will be great. At the end of the anthem, remain standing. The Vice Chancellor will then dissolve this morning's congregation, and he will lead the procession off stage, and we exit the hall, and then you safely and patiently and orderly exit the hall and commence with your celebrations. Once again, congratulations to all of our graduates and their loved ones on this remarkable achievement. May God bless you and God bless South Africa. Without much further ado, here's the singing of the national anthem of the Republic of South Africa.
ngegunya ngilethisiwe sengiyawuhlakaza ke lo mbuthano wale nyuvesi yaseThekwini yezobuchwepheshe. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I now dissolve this congregation of Durban University of Technology.